Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. One of the reasons why I'm making these videos is to, point certain things that I think are rotten and are wrong and try to give solutions with my limited observation abilities and my intelligence, my experience and so on. I'm not just criticizing because I like criticizing. I like to improve things. That's one of, it's like the natural state of me, trying to improve something. If you don't improve, for me, it's like you're dead. You're ready to die. That means you're done. You put your, you're just rowing, and then you put your rows inside, or how do you call it, the oars inside of your boat, and you just, that's it. It's something from within. So this is the reason why I am talking. One of the reasons, let's put it this way. Now, obviously, I had my youth, my childhood actually, developed in a communist country where orders and lack of explanation, or explanations that did not make sense sometimes or most of the time, was the rule. That is, you do it because I said so. Not much explanation, or the explanation, the reason behind what you were told to do was given that you could realize that's garbage. The debate was non-existent. And if you try to debate, you might get smacked in certain ways, in politics, in real life and so on. In real life, I'm talking about, get to prison, beaten up, threatened and so on. These are, or maybe shamed, smacked as a child and so on. So I see a lot of resemblance between how the communists or the people in Romania behaved during those times. And I see that here still there, which is, I told you what to do, even though I'm not in charge of you. But I tell you what to do. And if you don't, then you're either stupid or shaming you, or if I can hurt you, I will hurt you. So this is the way it worked here in the communist times, and I see the same thing still here. When I see this kind of attitude, the same behavior, the same worldview, the same way of debating or lack of certain situations, certain important issues, immediately I get not upset, angry, because I go back with my heart, my feelings back to those times when you were told what to do and you could not say, but that's a lie, that's imbecilic, who the hell are you, and so on. You couldn't. Or if you said, as I said, smack, smack, and so on. So now we got to that point where we have, for instance, the former speaker, Kevin McCarthy, coming and telling the Americans in general that they should do something. I wonder, if you don't do that, what would be the consequences? They're going to get to that one. First is going to be the public shaming, which is, oh, you're a caveman, you're a Trump supporter, you're an idiot, you're this and that. They already do that. Why? We're human. But I didn't expect that in the United States of America to get so screwed up. I see all these signs, I draw the alarm, and I will keep doing that. So what's going on here? We have former speaker Kevin McCarthy from NBC News, and I have another one from CNN. It doesn't matter the news, the outlets, it matters what the imbecile says, and I'm quoting, every American, moi aussi, me too, should accept 2024 election results. What? And if I don't? Oh, then you are this, you are a denier, you are bad, you can't get a job, you're stupid, you're a caveman, you're limited. No, my friend, maybe not every American should. Each American should consider accepting the results based on his mental abilities, knowledge, conclusions. Not on you saying that. Why should I? Unless you think that the elections are as we're told, pop, tarap, tarap. I don't even know if I am allowed to express my real assessment of the US elections in general, not the last elections only, in general. Or I don't even know, because the system over there allows you to vote for two people that were promoted by two parties, sponsored with campaign donations by the same guys. As I always said, two identical twins with the same parents that gave them food. The same, one has a goatee or a mustache. There's a difference between the two parties, Democrat and Republican. They lost if they had any you know, they were separate in a certain way. I think at the beginning they were. I mean, I don't think. I know they were. But it seems like now they're overlapped so much that they are the same thing. It's just a mustache or a goatee or a little bit fatter or something like that. So he said that every American, I don't think, first, let's start with this. I don't think the system in the United States of America is a system that really allows opinions to break it through the system. You can't have only two options. Oh, Emil, there's other options too over there. There are. You can do it. No, you have only two options. Democrats, Republicans. Look at the debates. Well, if nobody else, well, the system is in such a way that there's no third option. They tried, you know, Ross Perot tried, right? The socialists tried in the 30s. What's his name? Robert F. Kennedy tries right now as an independent. They will hit the ground. Do you think they're not people who would associate with themselves, with those guys? Yes, they are, and they were. They have no chance so far. No chance. Unless someone popular, like let's say Trump, who's old, could break everything up. But it's going to be then only one party, and the other ones will be like two children. Or it'll be like the firstborn from the identical twins, and the other ones, the second born and the third. Let's say you have a triplet, right? All identical twins. But Trump is much different than the Democrats and the Republicans. The Republican Party, they call it the Republican Party, but actually it's Trump's party. Because if you go and say, okay, who votes for the Republican Party and who votes for Trump? I suspect that Trump will get more votes from the Republicans that identify as Republicans than the Republican Party will get. Probably you say, okay, you have to make a choice between the Republican Party and Trump. Which one you would vote? I think Trump would get maybe 70%, and the guys would get 30%, I would say. Employees of the system, anyway, mostly. So what do we have here? These guys tell us that we should accept. Let me show you. And I'm going to show you the other article as well. There you go. And let's go to the second article, coming from CNN, which is the same thing. And this thing with should, I don't like the word should, because why? Who the hell are you? You're part of the system over there. You know, no, I disagree with the method of how you got elected over there. I disagree with that. I disagree with big business, with the banking system, the mass media, the accredited mass media. Look at the debates. There will be the debates. Who makes the topics, puts together the topics of the debate? We or some people in the news? So they will have the debates, they will organize the debates based on their important issues, which could be, I don't know, transgender issue, I don't know, climate change issue, the issue of the polar bears, I don't know, the women pregnant. That's going to be their issue. They will not touch important issues, economic issues, immigration issues, even the system. They will not talk. They will talk about it, but they will be very narrowly, how should I put it, structured. You can't go too much left to right. And they will not go. They will not go. So again, McCarthy says Americans should accept 2024 presidential elections results. What if I don't? I can be called whatever. I don't care. Will I be imprisoned? Will I be any punishments for my family? For you? Now, Republican former Papapapi says, I think, he said, everybody should accept the results of the upcoming presidential election. The voting machines, I disagree with them 100%. Not only with the system, the voting machine, with the machines, that is prone to being hacked, not hacked, legally changed. I disagree with that method. It should be written ballot with an ID. You show up. Why? Because I can get addresses from, I can go to the taxes. I go to taxes, get the names, the address, and I say, hey, I'm James Brown. Now I go to another jurisdiction. I'm a Tom Jones, and I go to the next one. I'm I don't know, Elvis Presley. Oh, he's still alive. That's me, baby doll. So I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to give you my address. Without an ID, I can vote for 3 people. And when those people show up, what are you going to do? Say, you're not the guys? How are you going to be proving that? You see, it's idiotic. It's idiotic. No, you show up with an ID. If you don't show up with an ID, you don't participate. No, you don't. Remember, rights come with, how do you call it, responsibilities. And the minimum responsibility is to go and get a fucking ID. If you can't have the money, what kind of garbage person you are if you can't have an ID? Remember the first voting act in the United States of America, you had to have what? white man with property in good standing or something like that. Was it narrow? Yeah, it was narrow. Other people, it was only man, good standing and with property and white. Was that wrong? Yes, it was wrong. But we can't just put everybody just, hey, I'm over here, but my name is what? My name is what? Chippy, blah, 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 Slim Shady, whatever. No, I disagree with that. So again, this guy says, I think Hillary Clinton should accept the 2016. No, why? Maybe if she thinks that there are irregularities, she should say that. And she should say, off. The same I should. He told CNN Maya Raju on Inside Politics, though Clinton did concede the 2016 race, saying the Constitution requires a peaceful transfer of power. Peaceful transfer of power, it doesn't mean you saying I disagree with that. And it's what you do. It's what, remember, freedom of speech is covered. Now, certain behavior that could be criminal based on the criminal code, that should be punished. So, we should. No, we should not do shit. You do based on your heart, your understanding, and you should be allowed to do that in a free world. But we don't live in a free world. We're told, but we're not. Look at our rights. Look at the COVID. How our liberties were... By whom? By elected officials and unelected officials. I want those names, those exact people to come back in the accused box. I want that to happen. I want, because I think they screwed up many, many people's lives. But hey, they still keep it down. One day, maybe when we're going to have real freedom and real democracy and real, justice, that will happen. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.